experimenting is so a lot of companies or anybody, we have a strategy for our business. Your strategy is essentially an informed experiment. You don't know it's going to be successful, and hopefully good stuff comes of it. So really that is an experiment, just in a different, a different coat. And when I think of like myself getting me to move or getting other people to move, when we think of change, we think it's going to be this permanent thing. But if I do this, it's over. But it's important to think of experimenting as, with this phrase, safe to try. So safe to try helps unlock the move to get to where we're actually experimenting. And for safe to try, I think of, there's two kind of doors. There's a one-way door. Maybe I'm running an experiment. If I go through that door, the door locks behind me. I'm stuck with the outcome. That's more like a bet. And I hope it
Mm.
works. And then the other kind of door is like a two-way door, a revolving door. I can run an experiment. If I walk through that door and I don't like it, I can go right back. So, for example, like super low-key experiment, if a team's meetings suck, meaning usually like they start late, they end late, the manager rolls in 10 minutes late and like, sorry, I'm late, everybody, it disturbs everything. Like, you're not getting the thing done, then you can do a small experiment, like work for the next 30, 60 days. We're going to be ruthlessly disciplined with starting on time, ending on time, once we hit the objective and the meeting. Great, super simple experiment. And, my hypothesis is that by doing this, we're going to get disciplined. We're going to respect each other's time. We're going to become more efficient. But the cool thing about that experiment is if we do that and it doesn't work, we can go back to how it was. But if it does work, great. Now we're at a new good point. But then I often find with experiments that other cool stuff happens as a result of it that you weren't planning for. And this is where innovation comes in. So I might realize, oh, wow, all these other teams around me are noticing that our team, our meetings are super disciplined. We're boundaried. We hold that boundary, and we do that when we go out into their meetings. And they're like, whoa, Rory's holding the boundary. He's leaving at the top of the hour. Oh my God. And it can have a rippling effect. It could build, more trust, safety. You just don't know. So that's the beauty of the experiments is it's small, safe to try. Yeah, I can handle this for a little bit and I can always go back to how it was.
Is this idea of experimentation, they're small experiments. They're not big and they're not these bets. And I like the way you framed this as a door. It's like I can walk through that door, I can try it on 30 days, and if I don't like the way it fits, it's kind of like a jacket, right? It's like I get a new sport coat. I want to try it
Yeah.
on. I want to see how it fits. I want to see it. Do I really like the way it makes me feel? Or because it could fit fantastic, but I just don't like the way
Mhm.
I look in it. So I'm just going to put it back on the rack. I don't want that one. And then I want to try something else. But
I bet
these are
you're, oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I bet you starting your first podcast was an experiment.
Are you kidding me? It was a massive experiment, and I've done 500 plus experiments since.
Yeah.
It's like every single podcast. We're testing or iterating these small little things. If you want to keep learning from videos like this one, I recommend you check out this video right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast conversation, you can click here.